Yeah, in September, I found out that I won the raffle. So
She won the raffle for Busan. Oh my God.
to South Korea, but on Friday, I went to Busan on Friday from Yogyakarta, and then on Monday, I've already have my class. Already in front of my class, lecturing my students. After hangover of concert, that is the last concert of BTS up to now.
Hi, I'm Ellen.
Hi, I'm Elly, and this is a podcast with two Asian American women
Living, learning, and sharing about everyday life cross-generationally.
Hi everyone! Wow, that was in sync. How are you? We're so happy you're here with us, back with us. Today we are talking about Asian pop.
Asian music, Asian pop.
Asian music, Asian pop, and it's something that I know just a little bit about, but really very little. It's Ellen who is the expert. And so when I was looking at the questions that she recommended us talk about, I was confused. And so we'll get into that, but something about lights, bring your light stick, and then, yes, oh my gosh, what? Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. Woo!
That looks like Captain America's thing.
Look,
Okay.
it's spinning, folks.
Oh my goodness. And I literally have like zero idea of what this is. So I'm really excited about it because it's a learning experience for me, and I'm curious what you have to say about it and what made you come up with the topic too.
Well, so I don't want to say too much.
Yes.
I don't want to say too much. We have a guest that's coming up. But I started actually because you all know I love my Korean and Chinese dramas. I love my dramas, romance dramas. And so I only, when you're watching a drama and that original soundtrack, the soundtrack to it's so nice, right? Mm-hmm. So then I take my Shazam or I'm Siri and say, Siri, what song is this? And that's how I started listening, really getting, or how I was introduced anyways.
Okay.
In a very nice way. I guess there's no bad way to be introduced to music, but that's how I was introduced. And when you listen to it often enough, you're like, who's singing this? And I'd search them up and all that stuff. And so my first artists that I like are all the ones that have a soundtrack.
Okay.
So, IU and, and I'm looking at my cheat sheet here, but IU and Sean, these are the ones that are, do soundtracks regularly, okay. I guess. Okay. And I mean, there could be more, but in my little world of drama, that's who I see a lot of. And then there's a lot of artists turned actors.
Okay.
And when you're like, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Like IU is one of them. And because IU is a singer, then
everybody.
Then because she acts, and then she is one of the big, Korean artists out there. Okay. So now I'm an IU fan. You see what I'm saying?
Got it. So you have to stick with her.
So, well, I don't have to stick with her, but because now I know about the artist, right. You tend to, and I follow all my artists on Instagram. And, I follow them all. That's and great. So when the release is going to come out and all that stuff. So that's kind of how I started. And then as you become members or fans, and we'll elaborate on that a little bit more, as you become fans of these different artists or groups, their fan base, and all around the world, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
It is ridiculous.
Interesting.
Okay? It's not like here in the U.S. where, I like Taylor Swift. She's big, she's out there, you go to a concert, I like Taylor Swift, that's it, right? But, in Asia, these artists, you have the light sticks, you know. For
do you
those
get
of you that are
those?
stays,
Stays.
I'm a stay, and I'm also an army.
Okay.
And you can ask about all of that.
Yes.
But you know, they have light sticks. They have a lot of merch that goes with them. Their fan base has certain names.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Well, what's your favorite genre, or do you have a favorite genre of the Asian pop or Asian music?
Well, K-pop is K-pop.
K-pop. So
K-pop
do you like
is K-pop, and it's not so much like it's and again, you know, I've only been doing this fan base, you know. I would say maybe 2-3 years.
Oh, it's new for you.
It's very new. It's
Okay.
very new for me. It's when I started watching my dramas, really.
Who introduced you to it?
But the one that introduced me to the music, to being an army, is my cousin Paul. So
Okay.
Paul, I'm giving you a shout out.
Nice.
He got me into being an army. And now
Okay.
I have my own bias. I know you're going to ask about that, but
Yes. Well, when I first saw the questions, I was a little nervous because we were talking about, she said it was about Asian pop, but then I'm reading, she's like, we're going to talk about the army, and because we are going to have a special guest on and just very, very soon here. But she was talking about the army, so I was really confused. I was like, did they both go to the military? And so I did have to do a little bit of research. And apparently army is a name. What is it?
Army is the name for the BTS fandom.
And what's BTS? I thought it was back to school.
Oh, see, let our
We'll wait,
guests,
we'll wait.
let our guests kind of introduce it. And,
Perfect.
but what so I don't want to keep you all waiting. I met. Actually, let me leave it to her.
Okay.
Of how we met.
Okay. Yes,
Yep.
she's going to be joining us in just a few minutes.
Yep.
But before then, what have you met? Well, it's been two and a half years. Have you actually met any of your idols?
Yes. Yes, I have. So last year I went to KCON.
Where's that?
And it's in LA.
Okay.
And it's the largest here in the US, the largest, I guess, Asian celebration where the festival brings in a lot of Asian artists out there. And I got to see Zero Base One. I got to see Bini Bini. I got to see, who else did I see? And Hype It. Oh my God, and Hype It. Gorgeous people. People Harmony. Like, you know, I went to a Black On concert with my daughter when he came to Tampa. So that, it was at a little venue. And then I am going to be seeing Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Stray Kids. Oh my God.
Is it?
Stray
I have
Kids.
Stray Kids. I've
Stray
never.
Kids.
Stray Kids. Oh.
Stray Kids.
Are they a group
They
of
are a group.
kids?
They are a group. They
Stray
are
kids?
No, well, I guess kids. I mean, they started out a lot of these groups. They actually come together. They are picked by the agency, or you know, that kind of houses them. I don't know how to describe it, but they're picked by these agencies, and they train years and years and years and years.
Wow.
Like, I think Bang Chan, who is the leader of, and you know, if I'm killing their names, I'm so sorry, but who is the leader of the Stray Kids, he was in training for like, I think, over 10 years or so. They
Wow.
train like really from young, and then waiting for that moment that that the agency is going to say, okay, we're going to now bring you all out as a group.
Yeah.
And for, you know, and so it's really crazy. But yeah, I get to watch Stray Kids. That's why I have the light stick. It's a present from my children.
Okay. That's
because
nice.
they're quite pricey.
Okay.
They're quite
Okay.
pricey. But each group has specific light sticks. So if I go
Interesting.
to, like, you know, I wouldn't want to take this to an army to a BTS concert, because why would I be waving a Stray Kids light stick?
That's insane. Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy out there.
This is a whole other world for me.
I got to get you involved in Asian pop.
I don't know what to think of it because there's so many little intricacies. I mean, it's cool. It sounds fascinating, honestly, because it's definitely a world. I'm used to reading books and hanging out and learn self-development books.
Well, you got to.
But I have to learn more about this and then understand kind of the whole culture, because it is fascinating, because I literally have no idea, which is fun too.
Yep. And to all the armies out there, I'm wearing my purple. Woo!
Yes. So we will get ready to introduce our next guest, or our guest today.
Yeah, today.
We will have her start here in just a couple minutes.
Yep.
We are back with our very special guest, Leah. Let's give it up for Leah. Thank you. Thank you
for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And again, we're talking about Asian pop today, which is something that I don't have really any understanding of, so I'm still learning. And Ellen knows a lot more about it, and Leah knows apparently
everything.
Leah is the expert on it too. So we wanted to have you on. And Leah, I did want to tell you too, when Ellen was talking about Army, I was looking up the questions and I thought, were they in the Army together? I was confused. The military, I thought you were in the military and she was in the military. But it was about Asian pop, so I had to do a little bit of research and understand. So can you first tell us a little bit about how you got started into
Wait, first, before we go into that, can you introduce yourself? Introduce yourself and let us know who is Leah.
Yes.
Yay, thank you, Elly and Ellen. So, hi all, my name is Leah, as you may notice me, but my full name is Sharifah Ismailia Halatas. And I'm from Indonesia. I'm in second year in doctoral program in architecture in DCP, University of Florida. So yeah, it's halfway there to my graduation, but yeah, I'm still holding on to it.
That's great. Okay, and then what generation are you? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. I'm 80s.
80s. Okay, so it's probably like me. Why? Millennial. Yes. Yeah. Awesome. For millennials, perfect. So you're millennial, and then what ethnicity are you?
Oh yeah, I'm Malay because I come from Indonesia. Actually, my grandfather is Arab, so I'm mix of Arab and Malay. Yeah.
That's
okay. Asian. Mm-hmm. And I'm a mom. I have 2 children, but they're in Indonesia right now with their dad. Yeah, so I miss them so much.
Oh, when will you see them again? Mm-hmm. When will you see them again?
In 30 days.
Yay! Okay, perfect.
In Indonesia for this summer.
Okay, that's great. Well, that'll be really fun, and I'm glad you can reunite with them again. We're glad. Now getting into, I was just so excited about this Army and the acronyms, which I do want to ask later about, like, what are the different acronyms, but tell us a little bit about how, moving into the Asian pop, how you got started in it and when you got started.
So that was in February 2020, a week or 2 before COVID-19. Okay. So there's a YouTube channel from Jamie Gordon, if you already knew.
Jimmy Gordon?
It's called the Carpool Karaoke.
Yes, I love.
Yes, I've heard of it.
And I casually do that. I saw Celine Dion and all the celebrities in that channel. And then right away I saw BTS there as his star coming from Korea to LA for their new album. And then I saw them and wait, they're so funny because I love funny content. I love comedians a lot. I love to laugh a lot and I love to find some kind of chili things from the channels, something like that. And I found that they're so funny. But then after that, I heard the intro of Black Swan, their song.
Okay.
And then it's so beautiful, and I love music a lot, so I learn and research about them. I learn about the layers of the music that they have, the lyrics and everything. And then they're not the ordinary celebrities. I mean, like, they're funny, but they're smart, making that kind of lyrics, and then the music, all of the layers and everything. And I just knew that this is it. I found something. I found something in them. And then it's just right away, just in time before COVID. So when COVID hits and all the world is closed and everything, I have them to be around. I can listen to them, and I feel at home with their music and lyrics.
That's
So
great.
how I become ARMY.
Oh, that's awesome. So that was about five years ago. That was about 5 years ago?
Yeah. It's 5 years and 3 months.
Okay, 5 years and 3 months. So then with the, do you know exactly, do you have an anniversary date too, or no? Or do people have is this, because you said 5 years and 3 months, I didn't know if you know exactly what day that you started.
No.
Okay.
I get the anniversary for myself because I found that it is it's a very challenging moment that day. I had depression and burnout from working from office, and then from postpartum depression. So finding them is like saving my life. They saved my life, literally.
Oh,
Literally,
that's
yeah.
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
And apparently that's how many armies in this world, many international armies, Korean army, found them as their bias or as their favorites, something like that.
Yes, they're biased. I looked up some lingo, and there's bias, and then there's fandom. Is this something or no? No, this isn't anything. Okay.
No.
Just want to make sure. Okay.
It's like this.
Oh yeah, we do that in Taiwan too. Like when they say hi, yeah, they do this. It's a heart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. I didn't know you do it in the culture too. It's great to learn. So tell us a little bit, for those who aren't familiar, tell us about the army, and are there different forms of it? Like, what is it, and are there different forms of it?
Okay, so ARMY is actually the abbreviation of Adorable Representative MC of Youth. It's because BTS was actually the hip hop group. They tend to move along their identity from 2013, and they move along with that. And then after that, they found the acronym of ARMY as their fandom. So
And what's fandom? Sorry.
before they found the name of ARMY, they have alternatives like Bells or something like that. Another name that I did not remember by then. But then they choose ARMY, and I think it's very powerful because their first songs was Bulletproof.
Okay.
You're Bulletproof.
Okay.
So it's matched with the Bulletproof, and then ARMY, the one that will defend them from the bad things, and they will defend us, ARMY, from the bad things, from feeling down, from feeling depressed, and something like that. So
There's a lot of meaning, and that's one of the things I really love about the Asian artists is there's so much meaning.
Wow.
In the name, in their fandom, in their everything.
That's interesting.
You know?
Okay, speaking of fandom, because that was another term that I just found out this morning. What are the lingos that people should know? The lingo, the words, like let's say a few different words that people should know if they're in Asian pop or K-pop. Is it K-pop?
First one is bias. You can tell them what that is.
Yes.
Bias means our favorites, each of fans' favorites. For myself, I mean, I love all of them. I love all the OT7. That's another lingo. OT7, all the seven. The 7 members of BTS. I love all of them, but because I have some of similarities, I feel like I have similarities with this one person, this one member, and that is Suga of BTS. So he's my bias.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So bias, and then tell us another one. What's another word that we should know? A lingo.
Oh gosh, I'm not the expert. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's
perfect.
Leah's
I
got
thought
to
you
say
said
it.
fandom. You said fandom. Okay, Leah, tell us a little bit about fandom because I've heard that word too.
Yeah, fandom is actually like the groups of people that love one group.
Okay.
For example, armies for ones that love BTS, and then for example, Blink is for ones or groups that love Blackpink, or Stray Kids for Stray Kids. Yay! The fandom is called what is it?
Okay.
Stay. Yeah, it's Stay. And for Twice, the fandom is called Once, something like that. So there's a lot of them. And I love how we mingled and everything.
Fun. Okay, so now I'm curious, the light sticks. Tell us a little bit more about y'all's light sticks that we have going on here.
Show yours.
Let me see.
Yay! I have this third generation light stick. I bought it right away in 2021 or end of 2020, and in that COVID era. And I get this what is it? Signature of Suga, my
Oh my God, you got it. Okay, I was gonna say, wow. No, but your story is still fantastic. Go ahead.
it is a sticker, but still, every time I hold this in the concert, and everyone is like, "How do you get this?" No, it's just a sticker.
That's great. Oh,
And my friend bought it for me, the stickers, yeah, something like that. And yeah, it so in the concert and in their show, it can what is it, light coordinately with the videos or with the lighting of the stage, something
What?
like that. So yeah, it's connected through Bluetooth with the systems, be it Weavers. If we watch it online via Weavers, yeah, it can like change the
Change
colors,
colors
or change how it
to go with the flow of the concert and
Are
everything.
you kidding?
For example, when the beats up in mic drop, for example, the song is mic drop, so it will light on red and then blink blink, something like that, blink very fast.
So it connects to their system, their computer system, to everyone who has the exact model.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
So it depends on
I'm telling you.
where we sit in the concert. For example, if we have the front row, we will have different colors or different momentum of the blink with the other in the back, something like that.
It'll blink differently from you to someone else.
Yes.
How does it know?
Well, because it's part of the program of they have somebody that's just, I guess, I mean, I don't know, I'm not an artist.
Yeah.
But it's a I mean, when I tell you, loving Asian artists out there, it's not just about, okay, they're singing. They have put every thought in every little performance, marketing, in the branding, in the phenomenal.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for Leah, Ellen?
Well, no, just that, since we're in the light stick,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you all how we met.
Yes.
So Leah and I, there was a Jungkook had the screen viewing, right? Was it screen viewing?
Yes, it's screen viewing.
And one of my nieces said, "Auntie Ellen," she goes, "Jungkook is going to have his screening over there in Gainesville," and it was it only one day?
Yeah, it's only one day. Oh, sorry, it's 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was only 2 days, so you can only see it one of 2 days. So I dropped everything. It was at 2:00. It was a 2:00 showing, wasn't it? It was a 2:00 showing. So I said, I dropped everything. Okay, I dropped everything. I went there, and I'm front and center, and I'm sitting there, just sitting there because this is new. I'm new. I'm a new army, and a couple of seats over, I see this person with the light stick. Woo! And she just kept going with her light. She was so animated. She came with her group of friends. She was so animated. Every time the music came on, like as we watch it, she would be, lady. And I said to her, to me, I'm like, I've got to meet this person.
That's great.
So you continue the story.
Yeah, it's very lovely. And I noticed that you saw me and have some like curiosity about me, and then we talk about that, and then we met and everything. Oh, I love that. I love that moment. I mean, like, I'm so by that time I'm so shocked that there are armies in Gainesville,
Right?
because I tried to find ones in the campus, in the bus and everything, but they're not a lot in Gainesville. But then I found some of the armies in Orlando, and yeah. But I thank God that I found you that day.
And that is what's great again about these fandoms is they become like a little family, and we share concert dates. They're gonna go here, they're gonna go there, like it becomes a family.
That's interesting. That's fascinating. So how do you know, or how do you get inducted to be an army? Like, do you just say you are, or do you have to have a light stick? How do you identify armies or any other genre of fandoms?
Yeah.
It's from their merchandise. For example, I always bring my Yoongi or what is it, Shuki keychain on my bag, so that everybody will know that, oh, okay, that one is Army, and her bias is Suga, for example. So I saw some of the students in UF use some kind like cookie keychain. It's the character for Jungkook, or Koya keychain. It's the character for RM. Sometimes we talk each other. Sometimes some of them, what is it? Greet me, hi Army, something like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is
How
so,
we interact.
yes.
Oh, I love that.
And a lot of folks say that they have some bad experience with netizens or other people, but I've noticed that with the Army, and we're so big, United States, we're like, when I tell you we're big, right? And I've never had any, like every time I've greeted anybody that is an Army, it's like, oh my God, hi, it's like I've known them forever.
That's neat.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like family.
For example, when I went to Busan for a concert, I went solo, and then to Chicago to J-Hope concert, I went by myself. But then I feel like I'm in my family. I'm in like a concert with my family, and just we just have chats. We have just what is it? Talking to each other. How do you become Army? And then told that there's one grandma that went to the concert with her grandchildren, something like that. So it's across generation.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's so neat. I'm very curious about it, because I'm sure there's more than just the light stick and the little keychains. I'm sure there's a lot more that I don't know, but y'all know a little bit. So who else besides BTS do you listen to, Leah?
Well, I love Coldplay, and I will come to their concert this June 10th.
I wonder why you like Coldplay.
Yeah, I love Stray Kids too. And then what else? I love Dream Theater. Do you know Dream Theater? It's the metal band.
No.
My musical genre is actually so broad. I love classical music. I love Lovey, and then I love BTS, but I love Dream Theater. I love Metallica too. So I love every good music that have message on them. So that's why I love BTS too, because they have message to us that to love ourselves, and to say, oh, it's okay to fail, but then just try again tomorrow. Just try again from scratch.
I love their message. I love their message.
Wow.
Yeah, I love music with a powerful message, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they did have a powerful message, because I'm very much into messages and inspirational, being a life coach, right? So understanding just that messaging of loving ourselves and others it resonates with me.
Yes.
That part of it definitely resonates with me. So
I think we're gonna turn her into an Army. What do you think?
maybe.
But one of the things that, I mean, before we even go forward is you have to share your fantastic story about Busan.
Oh.
You have to. Oh my God. I was so jealous when you told me.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Okay, so in 2022, wait, 2021, there are raffles. Sorry, was it 2022 or 21, Ellen? I forgot.
I can't remember, but remember now that the BTS, well, by the time this airs out, okay, so by the time this airs out, all of the BTS will be out of the military. But the Busan concert is the last concert that they had, right? Prior to all of them starting to join the military.
Okay, now I remember. Yeah, thank you, Ellen.
So like the Busan concert is a big deal for Army.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And go ahead.
And so that it's in 2022. Thank you, Ellen, for reminding me. And on August 2022, there something like announcement in Weverse in the fandom platform that there is a raffle for the free concert. So they're holding a free concert. They would be holding free concert in Busan in October 2022, and then in August the raffle is opened, and then I joined the raffle.
And you are in Indonesia at this time.
Yeah, in Indonesia, still teaching my architecture students. So I'm a lecturer. So after class, I go to the lab and going for the raffle, something like that. In September, I found out that I won the raffle. So
She won the raffle for Busan. Oh my God.
to South Korea, but then I cannot process my my off work permits to my university, so I have to go only 3 days backpacking to Busan, 3 days from Yogyakarta to Jakarta, and then to Seoul, and then to Busan. So it was on Friday. I went to Busan on Friday from Yogyakarta, and then on Monday I've already have my class. Already in front of my class, lecturing my students. After hangover of concert, that is the last concert of BTS up to now.
Was it worth it? Because it was a long process. Was it worth every bit of it?
Oh my gosh.
My gosh. It's worth every bit of my my effort, my tired things, my tired brains and tired physics, mentally tired actually for going back and forth in that short of time. Yeah, but it's very worth it.
I can't imagine.
The next day after the concert, right away when I was on the plane that day, they inform us that they will go to military. So everyone heartbroken. Everyone that is not going to Busan was like, oh my God, I wish I knew that. I wish I could go to Busan, something like that. And that, yeah.
Okay, so got it. Okay, so when you say that, when they're going to the military, they're starting a different band, like fandom? Or
she's
what's
lost.
the military?
Okay, she's lost.
Yeah.
So in South Korea, everybody in South Korea, all the males in South Korea have to give 2 years of their life into the military.
Got it.
That is a requirement by the government.
Okay.
Before they reach 30 years old, they have to have served 2 years in the military.
Okay.
So, and that's all males, all the Korean males. And so the Busan concert, the concert in Busan, Busan is a city. So the difference is the army is the fandom,
right?
The military is them going to serve in the military.
Okay, that was really confusing because I'm like, okay, is army, military linked together? Thank you for that explanation.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else had that question, but it was definitely on my mind.
But for everybody, for all the armies that are listening out there, seriously, if you met somebody that said, I just won free tickets to the Busan concert. Okay, seriously, would you not be as like, Oh my God, wowed as I was like, when she was telling me the story, my mouth just dropped, and I was a brand new army, you know? Phenomenal.
Interesting. Well, we might have to do another segment on it at some point too, because this all is so fascinating. Thank you so much for sharing with us a little bit more about your story. And I loved hearing about the lingos. We'll definitely have to put it up on the screen for the little lingos for everybody to know if they're not familiar. And who knows, maybe I'll become an army at some point.
Yay.
I don't know.
Okay. Leah, is there anything that you want to say to all the armies? Again, by the time this airs out, BTS, all of them will be out. Is there anything that you want to share to anybody, whether it's the army or whoever out there?
Yeah, it's just the message that we should love ourselves, like they said, like the song answer, love myself. It's an answer for ourselves, that we have to love ourselves before others, so that we can give others, so that we can nurture each other, so that we can give love, we share the good things with others. It cannot be happen without ourselves loving ourselves, and then to know exactly when is the time to have a rest, when is it the time to try our best. Yeah, all the message from their song and their lyrics, and not to see others only by the negative things. It's all natural. All in this world is natural. Nothing much positive, nothing much negative, but it's all natural. Depends on how we perceive to each of the fact. Yeah, I think
That's interesting, because that's life coaching. That's part of what we talk about in life coaching too, right? But just the message of loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves, because I think that's a message that's worldwide. Like a lot of times we are givers. We have such big hearts, so we give, and then we don't have time for ourselves, and then we're exhausted. And can we really give our best when we aren't at our best?
yeah, exactly.
Leah, thank you so much for being with us. Show your other merch there, your little puffy.
Okay, I got a lot of them.
Oh,
Purple whales. There was one of the first merchandise that I had, something like that. And this is the most special to me. This is the merchandise from them too.
Oh,
wow.
I want one of those. I want one of those.
And it's purple.
I want one of those. That's why. Yeah, purple is the army color.
I didn't know that. Okay, I'm learning something. I learned like a million different things today. Thank you so much for sharing and taking the time to be with us.
Did you want to share your Instagram? I don't know if you wanted to share your Instagram or if you want to keep that more private.
Of course, if you want, it's LYA underscore Alatas, ALATAS at Instagram.
And those that follow her, she travels around and she finds venues where BTS filmed their videos, and she kind of imitates them. It's fantastic. And her daughters also are artists, so you can hear them play. But yeah.
How fun. We'll put it in the description too. So thank you again, Leah.
Thank you, Leah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.